2 assists in 2 consecutive wins, along with a Best Player award, Jadon Sancho match, are increasingly creating memorable milestones through his performances in a Chelsea shirt. The fans and the audience don't understand. For SAO Manchester United, again trying to push away such a quality SAO, the value of Sancho white hours, it's at the transfer market price. Instead, Sancho is slowly regaining the feeling of top league and help for Stampo Pre, more and more singing your name in the stands. And this can make Ten Hag heartache when you yourself lost that jewel in your hands. Indeed, Man United's story in the summer of 21 keeps repeating itself. It will make the fans more excited. That quarter was aimed at Haaland and Pellier, but they ended up buying Sancho. Of course, that's why it's so compelling. The 2,000-year-old can both score and create. Two strengths: the two main roles of Haaland and Pellier. The Man United team thinks, just recruit Sancho. It's like having a versatile SAO in the wing hallway. But where did this move go wrong? To go through 2 seasons, it's giant. The culmination is when Sancho flourishes at the end of 2022, but it wasn't enough for Sellés to take him to the World Cup. From here, Sancho has a psychological crisis. And I feel so small about myself. Immediately, Ten Hag took him to the Netherlands for final treatment. While the campaigns are suspended, your work is difficult. If you are passionate about your students, you can see Sancho doesn't want to or doesn't see. Fighting drama constantly explodes, and Sancho was immediately loaned out. Second half of the season 2002 BA 2.0 has brought his lost SAO home. In return, Sancho contributed greatly, helped the Turtle team become the runner-up of the Champions League. Now Chelsea, accidentally carrying Sancho's stumbling BA career. But the Blues are lucky when just not Old Trafford. But the quality of the 24-year-old will rise again extremely strongly. Before Sancho made his Chelsea debut, Angel Maresca's team not winning in 2 consecutive games in every arena. I was tired last week. Chelsea almost got 7 defeats. Even Newson's penalty kick at the end of the first half to be done. Success at the beginning of the second half. Angel Maresca decides to withdraw Ronaldo to bring on the pitch. I had enough time to watch the game before, even though Sancho's first impression was a yellow card. But not at all. For the next shows, it's really worth the money. 8 Rice, while AI also thinks about the prospect. Chelsea will not win their 3rd match in a row. Sancho had a class pass from the touchline into winning the forbidden room for Nkunku to score the only goal of the match. Balmer did not lose to Chelsea. They lost when Sancho showed up. From here, the Roma League. It's like rubbing salt on a cheerleader's wound. United giving Sancho the award, the best player of the match. That excellence doesn't have to be meritorious or anything, simply a pass that tears through the defense. Ball math is the priority, because it didn't exist during the reign of Ten Hag. To earn the trust of Angel Maresca himself, the Italian coach understands that his rookie. How talented are you? On the last day of the 2024 summer transfer window, there's been a lot of talk about RA. Chelsea decided to save Pro Sancho via BA contract loan cream terms. German season, even though the price is cheap, but also for top blue fans. Think that she leader has been internally transferred by Man's New. United cheated because Sancho did not deserve to be there. Let's say it has an effect on competitive psychology. Sancho remained silent in search of answers. Transfer and 45 minutes before bum match. This is enough for Sancho to respond to the grave. Angel Maresca very satisfied when he used to defend Sancho and highly appreciate your talent, and so on. On the march to movement to the Temple of Westa, Sancho no longer plays a reserve role. You start from the beginning in the wing hallway. In diagram 42BA1, it only takes 4 minutes on the field. Sancho has right a tectonic behind the way to release the shadow to Nico Lag Jackson, pissed off before the striker Husseinikin scored. All the ripe stone. This time probably exceeded the expectations of Angel Maresca. Sancho has done very well, but the way you fit in faster. New players like Felix and Ronaldo helped Chelsea's left wing. It's extremely dangerous. In addition to creating tarpaulins, Sancho is also a player who creates many chances confronted with SAO during 57 minutes of competition. Sancho has 24 volleyball touches with 90% accuracy. West Ham have sent the Brazilian Sancho, but you still find a way to overcome the competition. Once through person and once successful dispute. I'll show that for Sancho. And the milestone will make for Chelsea fans more love part. Sancho is not at Dortmund or Manchester United, but at Chelsea. Player born 2000 for the first time in 2 consecutive games and win the victory. Sancho gamble. Chelsea are going from draw to profit with the money they spent. 3 seasons at Man United. Sancho has never exceeded the number of tectonic BA. After 103 minutes, Sancho has pushed all his limits. For London Blue shirt. With what has been and is happening, it will make the Chelsea board regret it about spending money on Muric. And this is becoming a front-end business. Cannot turn the Ukrainian SAO become a big player. Chelsea gave me the number 10 shirt. So now Muric has to sharpen his pants on the bench. It's hard to cover 100 million euros, compete with the talent of Pedro Berto, and if so there would be no yardage. How can you be confident to be rich? Compared to Sancho, version has found form again. In fact, the shadow that Angelaza left behind was too big to get the seniors to come here. Inherited the number 10 constantly shirt. Losing yourself, but if Sancho wears it next season, it might be different. We'll probably find a 2.0 version of Aya. From the skill set, professional attitude, skillful technique, Sancho leaves almost no bad signals. In the dressing room, with statistics peaking when it only takes 25 minutes to create a structure, Sancho is turning himself one of the brightest stars. Stafford Bridge. Chelsea is laughing now. When you just need a reasonable deal to help the club temporarily remain in the top 4. And the one who's crying right now is Man United. When it's not just the discordant force with Sancho, they can't even get into the top 10. This is close to the participating area, robbing Europe next season. Many experts have claimed Sancho's style of play not suitable with the harsh environment of the Premier League. But only if Sancho chooses the right civilization. Sancho has helped Chelsea continuously CA segment. He's according to many shared newspapers. In the role of this lending contract, Chelsea have an obligation to buy Sancho after this season is over. Even so, no matter what the cost, the London hand team will have a way. Make Man United must be increasingly painful to see Sancho. The more Sancho flies, the more salt you feel in your face. 10 Park's human governance. The 24-year-old was outraged. Sancho became a black sheep in the dressing room. You can be more professional in your attitude. Instagram by Sancho. There's only Chelsea and Dom Moon. The only picture the striker has left of Man United. That was when he left Old Trafford. Maybe Ryan Sancho doesn't create a deep connection with the city of Manchester. From Manchester City until Manchester United, the weakness in relationships almost took away a bright career of the SAO star. The British now. Sancho's mission is to find his true self. Like in the Red Moon, Marinika's Chelsea are trying to regain their position. Victory will be necessary to prove that goal. Sancho has all the resources to shine. And Man United quietly critiqued. Look at your spoiled child. Be a hero in your opponent's shirt. Is there a more bitter ending than Sanhat and the last storm of Sancho's heart? There was also a clearing.